Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida on a night where the war chant and the tomahawk chop are reverberating around this stadium as the Florida State Seminoles are ready to open another season at Doak Campbell Stadium. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Seminoles will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get first crack at it today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a clean high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I'll tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Oh, he's got a chance. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. Turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gamecocks are on the move.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920, so imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him, and everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And the Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Looking downfield on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, with this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Trying to pound their way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Snap to the back. He'll take it himself. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Gonna take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? blitz on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Right on the money.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the front packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the ground with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Flying down the left side. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to
peel off one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. into the running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Gentry. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Browning.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rides it and reads it. Breaks into the open. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This drive will open from the 15. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Immediately fires to the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Gentry. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Just had to get rid of that. A good job to avoid the loss. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try to draw even here before the half. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Keeps it. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides the back. He's going to keep it. Crosses the 45. There he goes! At the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. The give on the option. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Gentry. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the ride. Rides to back and leaves it. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. A
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles looking to convert on 4th down. The offense changing the play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Towards the middle. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Looking to fire. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back. out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Noles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and...
Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, better look out. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Gentry. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You can tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back has it. He'll take it himself. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. That they did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Gentry. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give out of the gun. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
He needs a smell salt. Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job on the back holding the ball.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, touchdown Gamecocks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the move at the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
On the read. Keeps it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's going to keep it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.